Well, we're playing another week. That's a good thing, After film, you still have things to work on. We still have to get a lot better. But the good thing is we can work on that and try to correct it for Friday night. But EGR is EGR. The good thing is we've played them the last 2 years. We didn't play them this year due to crossover games and etc. But they're a very solid team. They're well coached. You're not going to find a better team that's better coach than them. They had a change in head coaches, but everybody stayed except for the head coach. But he was already a system guy anyway, so he was in the program, so they didn't miss a beat. They went to the semis last year and lost 14-7 to the defending state champs, and so they're very confident. They have a really good running back. Quarterback is Scrappy's a junior, but he picked up actually last year, and it's kind of like a 2-year starter. And took him through the playoffs, but he's really good with his feet, very athletic, can throw the ball 55 yards plus. A couple good receivers, and then defensively they're just a very fundamentally sound 5-2 defense, 7 in the box, but they slant and angle and shift and do all kinds of different things that can give you some headaches. So we'll have our work cut out for us, and we have to have a really sharp week of practice.
Can you talk about yourself, and how you feel you're at right now? You're putting up points, and really nobody's been able to stop you too much this year. So how do you feel about your team right now?
Well, when we stopped doing all the little things, the silly things, with putting the ball on the ground or some pre-snap penalties, we cleaned that up a little bit more on Friday night. We didn't have as many as we had in the previous 2-3 games, so that helps. We feel very confident that we have some very good playmakers and very good football players, and the kids are having fun, and we're gelling, and that whole 9 weeks thing is to try to get prepared and ready for your playoff run, and luckily right now we're doing well with the play calling and being able to spread the ball around. We're throwing it deep, we're throwing it short, we're running inside, outside. So we feel like we're pretty hard to defend. So we're confident in our offense, and then defensively, we did some things that we needed to do Friday night to prove that we still have a pretty sound defense. We're young. But our kids were able to get some 3-and-outs when we needed to, and once again, we haven't given up a score in the third quarter due to the fact of our kids being so open-minded to adjustments and being prepared for that second half. And I think we've shut every opponent we've had out in that third quarter coming out of halftime. So we've given up some silly touchdowns early in the game. Sometimes those are because you're playing good football teams and great coaches, and they kind of catch you a little bit going into that first and second quarter. But then once you get a chance to get a feel for what they're doing, I feel like our defense has really been settling in, especially in the second half.